Hello and welcome to Express Drives. Today we are here at the BIC, the same place that played host to the recently concluded MotoGP Bharat. And today we have two very special products with us. The first is this, the Yamaha R3, very highly anticipated motorbike. And the second one is that one, the Yamaha MT-03, its naked sibling. So this will be a very short and quick first ride impression from us. We are going to tell you how these bikes ride and what are the key differences. So let's jump in, shall we? So we have finally ridden this bike and we are going to share our first ride experiences of the new Yamaha R3. Well, new as would be a stretch because this bike is actually quite similar to the one it was discontinued back in 2020. The only major change is the updated engine, which meets the latest emission regulations. Besides that, everything remains the same. Even in the design part as well, you see it carries forward the same design. You get a similar faired design with twin LED DRLs and a centrally mounted headlamp. Again, the twin seat setup is carried forward from the previous iteration. You get color-coded wheels. So basically, as far as the design goes, nothing has changed. It remains practically unchanged. Also, at the rear, you get these twin LED indicators, both at the rear as well as the front. You get metallic foot pegs, both at the rear as well as the front. So all in all, the R3 hasn't changed much. It retains all its USPs. As far as design and styling is concerned. Also, this traditional stubby exhaust, as you can see, it has remained practically unchanged. As far as features go, like the design, the feature list remains practically unchanged. It gets a very basic LCD display unit which shows you the speedometer, the rev meter and the gear position indicator. That's it. It's a very basic unit. There's not even Bluetooth connectivity. And the most surprising bit for us is that it doesn't even get a slip and assist class. I mean, it's the end of 2023 and Yamaha, a premium brand like Yamaha, isn't offering a slip and assist class. That is staggering to note. And apart from that, the switch gear remains again similar to the Yamaha layout that we are used to. Besides, it gets all LED illumination and that's it. There's no more features to talk about. Now this engine is mated to a 6-speed gearbox, which I personally felt a bit notchy. However, the biggest disappointment is the lack of slip and assist class. I mean, come on Yamaha, it's 2023, it's towards the end of 2023 and a premium bike like the R3 doesn't get a slip and assist class. I mean, that's a huge disappointment from my side. Coming next, the engine is as usual quite peppy enough. It needs to be revved out so in order to eke out the maximum output, but at the same time it's quite tractable enough. As far as ride quality is concerned, it is very difficult to form a complete opinion when you have only ridden the bike for 4 laps around a racetrack. But one thing for sure is that the R3 is set up on the stiffer side, which was completely evident around the corners. The agility and corner carving prowess is simply outstanding, and all this is done without the intervention of any sophisticated electronic rider aids. How it translates to the pothole-ridden tarmac of Indian roads can only be confirmed when we get to bring the R3 out of the confines of a racetrack. Now this is a talking point since the MT-03 is coming to India for the first time. So basically it's the same as the R3. The only major change is its design. This is a naked street fighter and feels a lot more chiseled than its faired sibling. Now, what are the highlights? As you can see, these shrouds, these tank shrouds make the bike look a lot more aggressive. And like the R3, this also gets a split seat setup. Another point of difference is its ergonomics. Now, this isn't as aggressive as the R3. It's slightly a lot more comfortable and it's a lot more easier to handle around the corners. That said, this is lighter than the fully fed R3. As far as features is concerned, this bike remains practically identical to its fed sibling. It gets the same basic LCD display unit and dual channel ABS as standard. That's it, nothing else. No Bluetooth connectivity, no slip and assist class. Again, big miss in my opinion. Now, what also looks impressive is this aggressive looking front face of housing this single LED headlamp and twin LED DRLs, which reminds us of the Decepticons. So any Transformer fans will relate to this. Another impressive highlight I feel is are the color options. Now this color option is also visible in the MT-03 with the neon green alloy wheels and stickering in the body panels. What else to say? Engine wise, it remains absolutely unchanged. It also, as far as I feel, the gearing is also similar. There is no variation in torque distribution as far as I'm concerned. Another key difference that I noted are its ride and handling manners. While the R3 is a lot stiffer, this is a lot more compliant. That said, it's still on the suspension is still on the stiffer side, but it's a lot more compliant and forgiving, I believe. But again, we can only confirm its ride quality once we get this out on the real world. So after 4 laps each around the BIC on both these bikes, we have come to the conclusion that these are still very fun to ride bikes. While the R3 has been resurrected back from the dead, the MT-03 is a completely new addition for the Indian audience. As far as underpinnings are concerned, these two bikes, as mentioned, are practically identical. What differentiates is the design. As you can see, this is more bulky, this is more chiseled, and what also differentiates the two motorcycles are the rider ergonomics. As far as my opinions are concerned, while this is slightly easier to handle, this is definitely more fun to ride, especially on the tracks. However, we can only share a detailed review after we have got both these bikes out on the real world. So stay tuned to Express Drives for more automotive content like this. Thank you for watching.